Hey YouTube, welcome back to Universe X, and today we are going to go over some of the red cards that have been spoiled. I am saving the blue cards because I want to see every single Gohan card before I go into it, and then we'll follow up with Bojack shortly after. But currently, I do want to talk about these new red cards that spoiled today because they gave away a lot more of the archetype that's going to kind of show us how it comes together. So yeah. The couple things I want to get out of the way at first, the same couple things I've been saying at the beginning of every video. We do have a Metal Leader giveaway. Please do not forget that these things exist. I don't know how you could because they do look amazing, but we've got a video where I showcase them, show you what you could be winning. And right now we're at 680 subscribers, so 20 more subscribers, and you guys get to unlock the next tier of the giveaway. Because I was giving away a base amount and then adding on more, and then yeah, so there's some goals in there. But yeah, 20 more subscribers in what, today's Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So you got like 3 days and change for 20 more subs. More metal cards given away for the free. All you gotta do, like the video, like his Facebook page. I can't track that, but I'm on good grace because somebody asked how I would track that. Good faith, hoping you guys are liking it because Chris and Maui Gaming do some excellent work. Then on top of that, in conjunction, you know, the road to 1,000 going strong. Very, very excited. Just want to let you guys know that I do have some Digimon boxes coming in, set 1.5. If you are interested in seeing those, because I know not everybody will be interested in seeing Digimon box openings. Some people just like to see packs cracked. Some people actually do want to see the Digimon box openings. Should I do 2 boxes in one video or make them 2 videos? Just if you have an opinion on that, let that be known in the comments. Past that, for Dragon Ball Super, join the Facebook group because it's the largest community we have for the game. Link will also be in the description. And if you just want to chill with the bros, hit up my Discord, also in the description. So with that out of the way, we can jump directly into the cards, okay? Because they did spoil a lot more red cards, and they even added a blue SR because they saw the hype. So we're definitely, like I said, gonna go over the blue cards tomorrow and hopefully on Saturday or Sunday. But when it comes to the red, we've got first card, Son Goku, Hope of the Sands. When this card is played, switch it to rest mode and you got 500. Now, I literally just showed you guys that, like, you know, we do have, actually on my last thumbnail, if you saw my last video talking about King Vegeta, I literally have Kid Goku silhouetted out. Mainly because I'm like, young invaders, there's no way that like there's not like a Goku, maybe even a Raditz and Nappa, but this is pretty interesting. So this is when this card is played, switch it to rest mode. The couple things I actually have to say about this card is that it seems like one of those cards is deceptively interesting. Like right now, yeah, okay, you put this down and it doesn't do anything. But what if you put this in your opponent's in rest mode and then you had 4 less cards in hand and you tapped 2 and you played Miraculous Comeback Ultimate Gohan or something like that, swung on it for an easy 2 energy or 2 life burn to them. It's stuff like that. So I kind of like the ability to put a rest mode battle card on your opponent's side of the field with 500 because it's an easy destruction if you have any effects that need to destroy something or KO it by battle. So that's pretty much that. The next card I wanted to go over is a Chain Attack Shugash, unique permanent Bond 3 red sand cards and or Bardock's crew cards, and yeah, this card gains plus 10,000 power and double strike, so it'll become a 15k double strike as a 1-drop. Because of Bardock's leader effect, he'll be a 3-drop, and this just, you can kind of see, you're just gonna be flooding the board with these 1-drop sands and hoping it gets there. So that's pretty interesting. I do like the fact that they can't be just dormant off the field, and I like the fact that with Bardock's leader effect, the Bardock's crew release, you can only 2-for-1 it with cards like Secret Identity Mass Sand. You can't just like destroy the entire board. So that's pretty neat. Next card, this is the first interesting one. First off, this art is awesome. That thing is going to be an amazing looking foil. Mass Sand Avenger from Another Dimension. Permanent, during your turn, this card gains plus 1,000 power for each red sand card in your battle area. If you're playing this on turn 2, he's probably going to be at 17. But if you're playing it like mid game, like this guy can be over 20k just coming out. Plus 1, activate main, place up to 1 of your red sand cards, energy cost of 1 in your drop area from your deck, shuffle your deck, then draw 1 card. Now, this is subtly very, 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 very good. Because it's not just, oh, I'm dumping and I'm drawing. You dump and then you draw. So the first part about that is you're thinning out your deck by a card you want in the graveyard, then you are drawing. You're taking 2 cards out of your deck. That's acceleration on a +1. I know it doesn't seem like you're just drawing 2 cards, but you're putting a card in the grave where it belongs and you're drawing a card. And because it's in that order, you don't have a chance, you have a slightly less chance of drawing the card you want to put in the graveyard. This is an excellent +1, love it. And it's 15k. -2, activate main, draw 1, choose all of your red sand cards, energy cost of 3 or less, and they get +5,000 power for the turn. This could be monumental. I mean, your Shugash is now a 20k double strike. The 1-drops that you may be taking life for are now going to go up to 20k when they get their extra, 10k. This is a very, very, very neat unison, and I actually like how simple and straightforward, yet how well it goes with the archetype. So I'm happy about that. I think it's a really cool unison. Next card, we finally see the 1-drop Bardock. Bardock, Pride of a Low-Class Warrior. It's a rare. Auto, add 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, gains 11,000. So he goes to a 15,000. That's standard. He doesn't gain, critical or double strike, anything. Auto, if your leader card is a red sand and you have 2 or more energy, when this card deals damage by attacking, switch this card to active mode. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, play up to 1 Bardock's crew amongst an energy cost of 1, and then you shuffle your deck. The card you played with the skill, and this card cannot attack for the turn. Okay. So there's a couple things here. He's going to help you set up Bond. As long as you play him on 2 energy, this is going to help him set up Bond. Now the funny thing about this is, since he is the 1-drop Bardock, this is where the SR evolves from. So if you play this guy for free with your leader, you swing with him, he goes to 15, he does damage. You're going to then search your top 7 cards, play another 1-drop that's a Bardock's crew. It can't just be a normal sand, that's unfortunate, but a Bardock's crew. And then he's going to untap himself. But then you get to pay 1, play the SR over him. The SR is going to be able to jump. Yeah, you're going to be able to start going off from there. And that's 2 attacks off of 1 energy if you cheated this guy in with your leader effect. So I think that's actually a very, very, very nasty kind of deal. Next card, we got Sudden Escape. Counterattack. If your leader card is a red sand card, negate the attack, then play up to 1 red sand card with an energy cost of 1 and 500 power from your deck with its skills negated for the game, then shuffle your deck. I think that first part is kind of irrelevant. I mean, you can thin out your deck by 1, but I think the second effect is what I like more. Activate main, if your leader card is a red sand only card, play up to 1 red sand card with an energy cost of 1 and 500 power from your deck to your opponent's battle area, shuffle your deck, and then draw 1 card. That's what I like, because you can play the Vegeta on there if you don't have it established already. If we do get a Raditz or a Nappa card, you can play those. If we get a, you can, if you have a card, or if they show another card that destroys something by battle, or if you're running just any of those things, you can actually put this on your opponent's side of the field and then swing into it for the effects that you need. So I think that's actually very, very, very cool. Very themed negate. Next we got SSB Son Goku at full power. It is a Goku BR, so I was right spotting that that little how it looked. And you see, deflect, dual attack, blocker, EX evolve for 3 red. That's a hefty cost, especially in red. Draw 1 card, red Son Goku BR, and the cost of 3. Permanent, this card cannot be played by any area except for with non-evolved skills. Permanent, this card can attack your opponent's battle cards in active mode. Then once per turn, if your leader card is a red sand card, when this card KOs one of your opponent's battle cards with an original cost of 2 or more, or is removed from the battle area, your opponent's skill, deal 1 damage to your opponent. So this is actually pretty funny. And I see right here, KOs one of your opponent's battle cards with an original energy cost of 2 or more. Alright, so you can see here that this card is going to be able to just punch and burn. And also if your opponent gets it off the field, it's going to burn anyway. This is a very interesting card. The odd part is, as far as I know, unless they release new ones, the only cards that you can cheat these out on are the ones from Vicious Rejuvenation, sorry, Crimson Vermilion Bloodline. Because you had the vanillas, and the vanillas for 1 can EX evolve into the 3-drop Technique Unleashed Goku and Vegeta, and then you could pay 3 energy to EX evolve into this one. So unless they give us something else, that is the only kind of thing that kind of puts me back. There's only 1 card in the game that this can evolve off of. And I was saying earlier that if there's a Goku, there's probably a Vegeta, because they pair up like that, and sure enough, there is. SSB Vegeta at full power. Deflect, double strike, EX evolve for 3, draw 1 card. Of course, Vegeta BR, same target too, just the one that evolves from the vanilla. Permanent, this card can be played from any area with non-evolved skills. Auto, if this card is in rest mode, when one of your opponent's battle cards is played or attacks, you may choose this card, or choose that card, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. Auto, when this card is removed from the battle area, or opponent's skill, place one card from your opponent's life into their drop area. So this is a crit. This is actually really wild. So the Goku burns, but this guy crits. And the cool thing about this one is that this actually, if you can fit it into Vegeta, because this is the Vegeta's, well, you can't skip it out with the 3-cost Vegeta's lineage, unfortunately, because it can't be played from any area with non-evolved skills. But this is the guy that actually he has Vegeta's lineage in his tag for a reason. If you look at the Goku line in the video, Goku does not have Goku's lineage, but this Vegeta has Vegeta's lineage. That's on purpose. And then on top of that, the fact that he is able to minus 10,000 goes directly with the Vegeta leader. So there has to be some sort of bridging card that will allow you to play both of these. But the Vegeta leader will minus something for 10k after this guy minuses it for 10k, making a 20k removal. Nothing to scoff at. Next card, SS Son Goku, the legend personified. This guy, unique. When this card is played, draw one card. That's neat. So we have another target for Bardock to just play, and then, or to swing and then drop in, and then you're gonna draw a card. So on his normal side, it's a break even. On its, awakened side, it's a +1. Activate main, bond 3. Once per turn, if your opponent has 3 or more energy, this card gains plus 21,000 power until the start of your next main phase. A little ups and downs. 1, 3 energy is kind of rough. Lots of aggressive decks are trying to end the turn, or at least put you in a position where you really only have 1 turn left at 3 energy. So that's kind of weird. But the other part of this is that, again, he is a +1 on Awaken. He's a break even on non-Awaken. And the funny thing about this, since he goes to 25 and he's red, he's a heartfelt target. And so I wish this was like 2 energy or more, because this means that Bardock will be able to play heartfelt on turn 2. But Bardock can play heartfelt on turn 3. Just by putting this 1-drop on board. And that's actually pretty monumental. So I think that's actually really cool. We're gonna go to the next card. Black Mass Sand, Brawler from Another Dimension. This is a SR Unison. It looks amazing. This art is cool. If this gets an SPR, whoo! So we're looking at auto once per turn. When your opponent adds a card from their life to their hand, or places a card from their life into their drop area, add a marker to this card and it gains 5,000 power for the turn. So this is actually very interesting because you're going to be able to force your opponent to take life. So looking at the card, I don't think right now there's a way to burn your opponent on their turn, but this is actually very, very neat. But yeah, your opponent can't self-awaken without giving him a counter. You're definitely gonna burn and give him a counter. His plus is 0, and he's gonna be a 15k, which is good because that helps protect him on your opponent's turn when your opponent is unawakened, and then it helps it keep even. I mean, after your opponent's awakened, generally everything being played is gonna be 15, so it doesn't really matter that much, but it's a little early game protection, and he's a 1 cost. So this guy is actually going to be able to keep himself at 15k for the first couple turns, while your opponent cannot swing without comboing to get over him. Then you've got when your opponent plays a battle card, your opponent may choose that card, and it gets minus 5,000 power for the turn. If they don't, add 2 markers to this card. So that's wild, because with King Vegeta on board on his backside, if your opponent plays a card, that's not just minus 5k, that's about to be minus 15k, which might just kill the card outright. So it's interesting, because if you don't, this guy's gonna go up by 2, and that means that sometimes he can gain a total of 4 counters going around the clock. You take a life from your opponent, he goes up 1. Your opponent tries to do anything with self-awakening, he goes up 1. Your opponent plays a card, doesn't give you this effect, he goes up 2. So that's crazy. Then activate main, this card gains plus 15,000 power and double strike for the turn. So he just becomes a 25 double striker. Very, very lackluster, but at the same time, with how he can potentially shoot from 1 to 5 markers, it's needed that his ult isn't dumb stupid. And then we've got the last card in this spoiler, King Vegeta's Imposing Presence. If your leader card is a mono red sand card, you may choose the attacking card ignoring barrier, and it gains minus 10,000 power for the turn. Your opponent cannot attack with cards for the turn unless they give the attacking card 5,000 power for the turn each time. You cannot activate copies of this card from your hand for the turn. Permanent, if your life is at 3 or less, you can activate this card's counter skill without paying this energy's cost by choosing one card in your hand and discarding it. Okay. This is good for a multitude of reasons. Before we even get into the effect, SR cards like this, SR cards like Violent Rage and Dormant Potential Unleashed, people may dislike having counter cards like this in the set, but I prefer these things because it makes buying boxes actually worth it, okay? And some people may not agree with that, and I'm fine with that. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I feel like it's very important to retain value in the set. Otherwise, sealed product goes down the crapper. And if sealed product goes down the crapper and it's only secondary market for promos, then Bandai doesn't make any money. If Bandai doesn't make any money, this game is going... So, cards like this, I only see it as upping the value of the actual core set, and I love that. Now, going into this card, it's limited to mono red sands, so it can't be splashed in any red deck like Violent Race. That's a blessing. However, this is actually very intense. You're going to choose the attacking card, and it's going to gain minus 10,000, which in a lot of cases is going to end up just making the attack null and void unless they combo heavy on it. But then you get a soft 5,000, and the thing is, again, King Vegeta is a once per turn. If I'm not mistaken, it's a once per turn. So basically, yes, if your opponent does this and goes minus 10, Vegeta will minus 20, or turn it into a minus 20 and pretty much wipe that thing off the face of the earth. So this is soft removal to the max. And then on top of that, you know, it's not the last thing that you can use. Like you could potentially Wolfang your opponent and just get rid of something that's already been minus 5 to buy this. So this is a very, very strong card, and I actually want to see how it works. And the fact that you can use it for free too, woof. So that's that. The video was a little long because there was 10 cards, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't subscribed yet, think about hitting that subscribe button, the notification button, and check out the links in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with some more coverage when you want to drop by Universe X. Later.